Generations Ultimate. I'm joined by Valinar, Eva Vice President, and Cyber Canadian.
Yes, hello.
We're recording this on Thanksgiving. Spoilers.
Yes. National Appreciate Turkey Day.
Or, stealing land from people. Whatever you want to celebrate on the day. Let's see. We want something not too heinous to warm up with, so let's do Lord of the Skies.
Ugh.
So I think that might be the first time I've used the word heinous in about 10 years. Yes, hello, you didn't bring the ball back. Or it wasn't a ball, it was a trick-or-treat bone. You didn't bring that back either. She'd rather just walk away and cry at me for not... I can't reach it from there.
Your dog is trolling you.
Yep. 100%. You'll join my neighbour leaving work. Now, let us know when you're here, and we'll hopefully have time to swap you in. We've only got an hour and 15 because of Pokemon running over a bit. Because we're getting some hunting done. Rathalos will be this way. It's not my fault Diglett Cave goes on forever. Friggin' Diglett Cave. Oh wait, no, it wasn't Diglett Cave, it was Rock Cave, or whatever it's called. I mean, they're all the same, but still.
Yes.
No, I was slandering Diglett. It was not Diglett Cave. It's just the two caves are so close together in the way you go in the story, it feels like one long cave. There's also a Velociraptor here, for whatever reason.
Won't be a problem.
I was hoping for Devil Joe, but no, we got a Velociraptor.
Then you want to use this quest to warm up?
Devil Joe's warm up.
Devil Joe.
Those are pretty small Rathalos. He's in a fireball mood.
Also pressing all the wrong buttons.
Yeah, so am I.
I mean, I did play World today, so I guess it's understandable.
You were on World today and on Final Fantasy 14.
Yes.
Look at this guy playing two different video games. Actually, so did I. I did some Hitman and some RimWorld.
And some Pokemon.
Well, I mean outside of streaming.
I know. How did that hit me?
I see the vice person being mean.
He's gonna Zappo any second now. That's kind of his thing now.
I tell that the reason this Rathalos is being annoying is because he's on the smaller side. He's trying to compensate. Small man syndrome, etc. Which is a real thing, anecdotally speaking.
Possibly, yes.
Everyone I've known who is short, coming from places where being short is not norm, have always had compensatory type personalities where they try and... it's the equivalent of having a small dog. They always puff their chests by barking the most. It's because they know they're small.
Okay.
So they feel inadequate.
Are you saying short people have something to prove?
Yes. Yes, they are intimidated by being so small. They feel the need to put forward a strong stance to make up for their lack of height. Am I describing Cort? No, Cort's name is ironic.
Actually, he's short for where he's from.
He's short by Norwegian standards, but he's also 6'2", 6'3" or something. So by the rest of the world standards, he is tall.
He's a very small giant.
Yes. It's a little babby giant. Like remember the try-harding Warhammer 40k friend I've mentioned a few times? He was short, and I feel like that was part of the problem.
Uh-huh. Are you blaming his behavior on his height?
I'm blaming his... Like, he wanted everything to be a competition, and I blamed that on his height, and I think he didn't like that just I was taller than him. Like, every game had to be a competition between us.
That sounds annoying.
Yes, it was. Especially once we got into tabletop games, because you can just flat out have a better list. Especially if you net list. And I just always used whatever I felt like, as opposed to particularly picking overpowered things.
Same here.
Because that's how you fall into power creep and have to buy the super expensive stuff.
But then again, I was never really good at the tabletop game itself.
Well, in the eyes of the internet, you're never good at it. Ever. It's like, MOBA.
90% loss ratio, so...
That's not your fault, that's because you played Space Marines.
I didn't even play like normal Space Marines with lasguns. I played Black Templar.
I know,
that's...
yeah. Oh yeah, back when you played lasguns were the thing. Yeah, they're not... Well, they are back to being better, but previous to the most recent edition, they were not. Actually, in the edition you played, they were blast templates, right?
No, they were just
they
like
okay.
high strength.
Isn't he through here?
Armor piercing.
Yeah, he is. Who went the wrong way? Are you yellow?
No.
No, he Vice President went the wrong way. Okay, never mind. Yeah, Space Marines were in a really tough place for a long time. The only viable strategy was alpha striking with 3 drop pods. If they knew and countered that, you were screwed. And then when they added grav as a weapon type, spam grav because it was overpowered. They nerfed gravity weapons in the newest edition. So now... Well, gravity, when they first added it, it was the better the save of the thing you're shooting, the harder it was for them to protect against the wind. Because the wind roll was whatever their save was.
I see.
But they've changed it now, and I don't remember what they've changed it to. But it's nowhere near as good as that. Because that made up for their... Like, Space Marines have always been overcosted. They can't take out specialist units because they're jack of all trades.
Yep.
But gravity went too far. It was too easy to abuse. So I don't know what people do with them now.
Me neither, because I haven't played it forever. But back when I played, I was just orcs, but worse.
Is he flying away?
Yeah.
Okay, good, I have time to do this then. You have a full heal coming your way if you choose not to zone.
I'm full.
Let me waddle after you with my bucket. Okay. Yes, gravity guns were AP 2 as well. Well, were they? I don't remember. Think about the Dark Souls board game and expansion sitting on top of my 40k rulebook, so I can't go and check what they are now.
It's not that important.
It's bothering me, I can't remember. Although in the newer 40k battle reports I tried to record for the channel, I don't think I used any gravity guns.
Yeah, I don't think you did.
I was mostly using the new...
I would have asked what the hell.
Yeah. I was using the new Primaris models mostly, because I don't like how like midget-like the old Space Marine models look by comparison to them now.
Yep.
But I've got a squad of the Centurion Space Marines, which are like normal Space Marines wearing the mech suit from Aliens.
Yeah.
And they could have grav guns with an amp that made them even better. So I had a squad of them. And they can ride in a Land Raider, so that was your deployment. Like, just send them in a Land Raider, they'll kill whatever they touch. Nice lock on.
guess just field as many of them as you can.
Yeah, you could give like sergeants grab pistols, I think. Vaguely remember. What the? Why did I get? Oh, I got windswept.
This isn't a cap quest, right?
Nah.
Alright. So they were AP too.
Oh, they were. Wait, so was it to the to hit roll that changed based on the save of the enemy then? Or is it still like to win roll was whatever their save was, but then they negated have 2+ save?
Hmm.
That seems pretty overpowered, yeah. Oh, it was that. Wow. Yeah, that was pretty powerful. What are they now? To stop it bugging me that I don't remember. What did they do to the roll? Because I'm sure this is what everybody wanted us to talk about. What is the gravity roll in 8th edition 40k?
Yes, this is perfect Monster Hunter talk. Not Psychon isn't playing 8, so
Ah.
can't tell you.
Damn. Chat, Trusty Hunter knocks it. I must know. Got Valner as I hear him doing it.
With one hand. 8th edition graph weapons.
Yep. Now. Didn't even see it happening because I was looking away, but I heard it.
From what I'm reading, they're just outclassed by plasma weapons this time around.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not seeing the actual stats though.
Well, the lance cannons are very good in 8th edition. They have a fair number of shots. Every time you tune in, it's Monster Hunter, but the game is showing something. Oh, god damn it. Yes, you're right. I forgot to change the game. It's part of my cunning plan to force people to watch a good Monster Hunter game. Which isn't working because we shed about 1/3 of our viewers.
Rip.
Right. Better claim your rewards if you haven't.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Biology +8 charm. No thank you.
Yeah, now the graph gun is only strength 5 this time around, whatever that means.
That's strength versus toughness to determine what you need to wound. So yeah, that's pretty bad compared to what it was. It still has some kind of special roll though.
Yeah, it gets stronger against like higher saves.
Ah, so it's the strength that goes up, not the to wound roll. Eh.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Grab cannon is AP -3, and if the target has a 3+ save, it does D3 damage. Ah, yes. Ah, yeah, we need to do these mixed sets. I remember you saying last time. I think the only key ones we have left are the Fated 4 plus other monster quests.
Yep, I think that's it.
Okay, well I've posted one of them. See, now I'm antsy to play 40k, but it's too much hassle by yourself. Hopefully the Batman game will be smoother.
Quest.
Yeah. I'm enjoying
Have we done
painting the... Only
Have we
got,
done the Brachydios? Single
I
one?
could
in
have
the volcanic
sworn
hollow?
last time you said it was just the Fated 4 quests we needed, but I don't fully remember.
I guess we'll see.
Yeah. I was going to say, I enjoy painting the Batman miniatures, even though they're not as detailed as the 40k ones.
I guess there's something different for once.
Yeah, like actual proper human anatomy.
Yeah. Because if you paint like Warhammer miniatures all the time, it gets samey.
Yeah.
Feel.
After you've painted 20 Poxwalkers, yep. That's my feeling. Although right now, because I'm just doing mostly a bunch of Bane's mercenaries, or 3 of his mercenaries, it's all kind of the same greys and stuff, and Batman's the same kind of colours, so I'm looking forward to the Joker miniatures arriving, because then I get to use colours I would never use in 40k.
Like what? Purple and like neon green?
Yep. Well, I used the neon green on Bane's Venom wire thingies, but yeah, I'll be using a lot of that for the Joker, and I got a brighter red and a bright purple.
Nice.
For his suit. Technically needed 2 tones, but I'm just going to mix another tone, I think, assuming I do try the stripes. I don't know how that'll turn out.
You're gonna paint the pinstripe suit? Well, good luck with that.
I'm going to try. It depends how the model is. If it has some texture, then I'm going to have no choice but to try it, because otherwise it'll bug me.
You're gonna need a very steady hand.
Yeah, I got a super fine detail brush that I was using a little bit today on Bane. Seems okay for the job. Gonna turn into hordes? Please no. I can't bring myself to like manufacture line a bunch of the same model. And I know people do it, but I've never done it. I get bored.
I did that for my one.
Yeah. It's not called a manufacture
like
line.
boys.
What is the term when you do that?
Assembly line?
Assembly line, yeah, that's what I was blanking on.
Base code 10 boys. Paint the guns, paint the eyes, done, next.
I understand having to do that, but it's not what I look for from painting. I'm looking for a distraction and some peace mostly.
Yeah. I can see that.
I've got a Tyrannid model waiting to be painted. The Gene Stealer, the boss one. Broodlord, that's the one. I've got the new Broodlord model waiting to be painted, as far as the next Tyrannid thing I do. But right now I'm distracted by Batman miniatures. However, I do only have 2 more of those to paint, and then I've ran out again until the others arrive. The orcs are in somewhat different positions, and probably not back when Valinor played. I remember the old orc and Space Marine models, you could definitely manufacture them super quick. Assemble them, I mean. Because they were all just the same pose.
Well, some differences, but mostly the same.
Sometimes they had the accent here.
Yeah.
I remember.
You could position the arms differently, that's about it. Maybe turn the head a little bit.
Oh, the Zamtros is here. But that is not the button at all. Press the wrong shoulder button again.
Fish out of nowhere.
I warned you it was there. I said the Zamtros is there. You deserve whatever he's doing to you. Is any of the sets Batman Ninja sets? No, there's no Batman Ninja models. Just Batman Metal, and then... Well, there's like the Justice League Cinematic Universe models, and... that movie where like Thomas Wayne is Batman, not actually Bruce Wayne. I've forgotten what that's called. Flashpoint, is that the one?
Might be. I don't know.
Where it's just like a 70-year-old Thomas Wayne and he uses guns.
Oh, it's dead.
Oh, that was a waste. And you can get the Arkham game models as well.
Those would be pretty cool.
Oh, the Batman I have is from Arkham Knight, which is not a fan favourite armour because he looks a bit too much like he's wearing an Iron Man suit, but that doesn't bother me.
He's the Iron Bat.
Mm-hmm. Because it makes sense they would have to have something like that. Not just spandex.
I mean, there's only so hard you can punch in a like rubber glove.
Mm-hmm. Yes, hello, Sarah. I can't help but notice you didn't bring anything back for me again. Yeah, Flashpoint. That's the one. You can get some models from that. It's by a company called Night Models, chat, if you want to go look up like what Batman models and DC models they offer. They do a Harry Potter board game as well, believe it or not.
That's something.
I think there's a fourth thing, but I don't remember where it is. But yeah, they do a Harry Potter cinematic universe board game thing.
A bit strange.
I guess they just wanted to cash in.
I mean, if you include the creatures, it could get interesting, but
Well, yeah.
otherwise it's just people in robes. That's not very interesting.
No, I think they have like animals and stuff. To say, if you go to like just Google Night Models, Night as in like KNIGHT.
Yeah. Figured.
Oh, they're both owned by WB, so that's why they'll be doing Harry Potter as well.
Ah, that makes sense.
Mm.
Oh well, it's not.
We're about to fall over now. Went from one explosion to another, nice. Gunland users, unite! No. It's the noise you're making.
Yeah, he entered ball sack mode.
He did indeed. Don't worry, I have heals. Just don't let him hit me. Hello, Alley Cat. No problem at all. Focused on school. And thank you for stopping by to say hello. And goodbye, Spherical. Sarah, why are you crying? You're not getting the toys you want, or what? You need to come work? Yeah, I see a bunch of other toys you could bring me instead. I do. Here, what's this? No, not past it. You walk past the camera when I point at the camera every time. What? You do. I have to go beat up a fish now. And to be clear, anyone who's looking into them that knows about models, their resin is not as good as Games Workshop's. It's good. I'd say it's fair quality, it's just not quite up there.
Yeah.
Although honestly, Finecast was crap. What I really mean is it's not as good quality as the plastic Games Workshop uses. Actually, compared to Finecast, it probably is better quality resin, now I think about it. But yeah, compared to the plastic Games Workshop, nah, it can't be as detailed. There's no comparison there.
I mean, these models are pretty good actually.
Yeah. And the base size is 35 mil, so they're a bit bigger than the standard Games Workshop size miniature. Well, maybe not Oryx. Well, if you've got just the Primaris army, then 35 mil is your base as well. Or the new Death Guard, because they're the same size as Primaris.
It's almost as if they're a Chaos alternative to, like, Primaris Marines.
Well, they were in the starter set for 8th edition with them, so yep. Oh, sorry, not in front of the wires. I know you want attention, but it's not time to stop yet. I like their models, but they're so tiny. They're not that tiny. Like, do you not see the Bane one I posted? It's huge.
Yeah, they haven't gone for any of the interesting creatures. For the Harry Potter one, I mean.
Ah.
So yeah, it's just people.
Mm-hmm. Hang on, I can do a size comparison with the Primaris model and the webcam. Primaris Marine size. And there you go, compared to Red Hood, he's a bit shorter. Same size base though. Yeah, please don't pick the models, sorry. There. Is one of your toys stuck? Is that what you're bothering me about? Oh, I just noticed I'm using this controller wirelessly. I had no idea it wasn't plugged into the Switch.
Well, at least it works. Wait, have I run out of mega potions?
Yeah,
I
I'd like
have
it to be
that.
charged though. There we go.
Damn.
Come on, Noodle. Some of the Batman models look so much smaller. Are they fragile? No, it's just that they're like realistically proportioned, so they are pretty thin and tall. They're resin, so same as fine cast in terms of like fragility. The Batman I got is one of the older metal ones. There's a plastic version or a resin version of this now, but he is heavy and sturdy because he's made of metal. And the Bane I showed at the start, he's just resin, and I'd say he's sturdy. I wouldn't feel like he'd break if I dropped him. The Red Hood, because he's so thin, you'd have to stand on him. But if you stood on him, then yeah, he'd be wrecked.
Yeah, but if you stand on Warhammer models, they also break.
Yeah.
For the most part.
No, you can't play with the Switch. It's mine. It is. Mwah.
Are we hunting? Gathering of Ryvods.
Isaac and Rathian. Expel.
Is it Wyverns or is it something else?
It's meant to, they're both acceptable, but Wyverns is more widely accepted as the correct pronunciation, but both are correct. And anyone who tells you otherwise is wrong. It can be Wyvern, it can be Wyvern.
Okay, where the heck? Ah, there it is.
You ready for swaps whenever? Okay.
With the Zap Dragon.
Wait, do we get our urgent after this one? If we've done the Brachydios?
No, I think we're still missing...
I thought we did the Dinovolda one last week.
Did we?
I don't know for sure, but I thought we did.
We definitely did do the Mizutsune and Northwest Steel one.
Ah, maybe that's the one we did then.
Don't think we did the Glavenus and the Urgan. I would remember that, probably.
Sorry, away from there. You're being annoying on purpose. Go get your toy and I'll throw it for you. Come on, go get your boy. Boy. Go get your ball. Boy. I mean, she is in heat, so if I told her to go get her boy, she probably would.
And you probably don't want puppies.
No thank you, no. One is quite enough. Alright, your vice president's going to swap it after this one anyway.
Okay.
I mean, if you don't have your urgent unlocked, we can just unlock it for you next time like we did for Cyber Canadian 2 weeks ago. Oops. There you go. If you bring something to me, I'll throw it for you. It's simple. You poor rock.
Rip.
Bang wall. This is a small Ryzik.
Yep, it is. Still hurts though.
Yeah. Stunned there. One of these days I'll get a proper armor set in this game. Maybe.
Maybe. Maybe one of the Moscow ones.
But, I don't know, the second one of that set is pretty good, isn't it? The one that makes you look like a Kamen Rider? No, wait, no, Birth by Sleep armor guy.
Kinda look like that in the code.
Oh, yeah, I was confusing it with one I wore in For Honor. Yeah, I don't think I ever used that when we played Cult Rathians here.
I think I remember using it for a while, so it must have been okay at least.
Yeah, I remember a few people using it, it's just I never wanted to because I was using the Dynavoldo variant, I think.
Yeah, I think you did. Or the base one, just upgrade it.
Yeah, because they are also good, just
Also,
dependable.
very close to that.
Are you dazed? Ow.
I was, but I got out of it.
And maybe in a second.
This is not going well so far.
We've done a lot of damage, it's just that Rathian's bugging us. Oh, we had a heal. That was a big heal, that was barrel heal. Maybe. No, wait, no. We did not have our stats effect, it was barrel heal.
I did use a life pod and someone else did as well, I think.
Yeah, that's what it'll be. Oh, what a shame. You appear to have fallen over.
So yeah, cool tariff has gone away. I still didn't get my lance. I'm annoyed.
It's just a lance. Just bonked a Khonshu into her.
But how did that happen?
Came down from the little rock above. Well, Kenzie, hope you're enjoying your holidays. Holiday, whatever.
Yes, appreciate Turkey Day.
Oh, your mother couldn't get the day off. It's a shame. Well, you missed a lot of Pokemon to start with, so that's something for you to watch after I finish if you want something else to distract you. He's dead, Dave.
There's a shiny in the tail here.
Oh, this isn't a shiny, this is a dead Khonshu.
Same thing.
Large Wyvern Tear. Scissor Tail. And the colors.
Anyone see where the Rathian went?
I'm gonna guess to the southwest, but I didn't see her leave. I don't think she would have went to the nest.
Shada went all the way south or to the east here?
Can't wave here either.
Well, she ain't here.
Oh, she's here.
Ah, okay. I'll
She
swing
just
through
arrived.
this zone.
That is a miss. That didn't know. Right, that thing with Prime was relevant because you gave me the ball and I never noticed. Didn't bring it back. You just brought yourself back. That's not how you play fetch. I feel like you're just
Maybe she'll
willfully
figure
doing
it
it
out.
wrong. I do see you, but it's not time yet. I said it's not time yet and you tilt her head. It's not time yet. Why is that making you tilt your head?
Because she thinks you're wrong.
I mean, it's possible that she's hungry just because she hasn't had much to eat today, but she does have a little bit of food in the other room. I checked it. Swap over. Alright. Oh, wait, that didn't knock you over?
I dodged through it with my sidestep.
Bloody lance.
And like made up probably helped as well.
Ooh. Well, as we discovered last stream, she knows when I say my video ending thing as well, so when I swapped over from Pokemon, that probably agitated her a little bit as well.
You'll have to find different words.
When it's not literally the last thing ending the stream, yeah. The articles. Oh, even Vice President's doing the heal barrel as well. Quick, get hit!
Double the heal and double the pump.
You work tomorrow, which will be counted as Thanksgiving holiday. Does that mean you get time and a half?
You would hope so.
I would certainly hope so, yeah.
Then again, this is America, so who knows?
Yeah. You don't get time and a half for working Boxing Day here. Which I have done. My sister has as well. So it's not just a one business type thing.
Which day is Boxing?
Boxing Day is the day after Christmas.
26th?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
New Year's Eve is time. I think. Well, for certain businesses. I don't think for all of them.
Probably not for like bars.
No. Telecommunications, businesses, IT, that kind of thing. I think they do time and a half for those types of...
Presumably.
Oh, you are getting a holiday bonus. Good. Although I guess it's not good if you're having to fight off mobs looking for a good deal.
Oh yeah, tomorrow is like that weird Black Friday thing.
Black Friday and then Cyber Monday.
Ugh.
Which is when everybody... Oh, since I dropped my controller. Everybody who is using the internet must at one point cyber with someone on Monday. Or you're breaking the law.
I'll just log on to Final Fantasy 14 and passively ERP.
Yes, that'll do. I will scour for a good deal on things I wouldn't have bought had they not been on offer. Thus defeating the purpose of them being on offer.
Yes. You only, like, save money if you actually wanted to buy the thing in the first place.
Yes. All I want to buy is Batman models.
Are those on offer? Probably not.
Yeah, that site is... The people who make them are doing 20% off everything with a code. But that's also what any third-party retailer takes off. I guess the advantage is you're just getting it from the source, so presumably it would be quicker. And they do some web bundles that are a slight saving already, so technically you'd be saving more money on them.
Technically.
Yes. Assuming you want, like, themed dice or a certain number of models grouped together. Oh yeah, is Lunostra available now?
Yes,
Oh,
she is.
sweet. We'll fight her tomorrow then. I'm looking forward to it. So we do not have her urgent, huh?
Nope, I'm guessing we're missing the Lavenus.
Right, slash master.
Yep.
Oh, can you put the code in for slash master?
Hammer versus,
Hammer versus
Blade.
Blade. Sorry, we can't have the
This should be
PS4
it.
controller either. I want pictures of Spider-Man. He should have been here yesterday then.
Fuck Very mediocre DLC.
Less good than mediocre, I would say. It feels exactly like what I said on Twitter. It feels like they cut the final few missions of the DLC 1 to make it a triple DLC to charge for an extra chunk. Because if you take away all the repetitive billion waves of guys and imagine it just picking up where you see Black Cat getting explodinated, it's just a continuation of that same plot line.
Yep.
You could still have the cliffhanger where it is in 2. But yeah, it feels like they wanted to stretch very little content.
I agree with CR.
I didn't do enough screwball missions. Yeah, that's another thing they stretched. An irritating character across too many missions. Sorry, you're trying to eat my slipper. Leave it alone. No, it's my slipper.
And I'm thinking you won't actually get to brutally murder her. So what's the point of doing them all?
In the base game you arrest her, but in the DLC she escapes.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Their big sale for DLC 3 is one of the unlockable suits. It's probably not connected to the story of it, but one of the unlockable suits is the symbiote suit.
Ah, that's a draw.
That's why they're saving it for the final one. Because people will be like, well, I only want the symbiote suit, but I don't want to jump into a story that's 2/3 done, so I guess I'll just get the season pass. Assuming the season pass was priced as such where you're technically getting one of the 3 DLCs for free, then I guess I can excuse the middle one being garbage. As long as the last one is as good as the first.
I guess, yeah. Speaking of good deals,
Dragon's
I think
Dogma.
Dragon's Dogma is on sale.
I think everything is because of the Black Friday Steam sale.
It's an autumn sale.
Oh, whatever, you know what. Do you have any interest in Sunset Overdrive? I hear it's better co-op. It looks to me a lot like the story mode of, well, not story mode, but the non-battle royale version mode of Fortnite.
It didn't really grab me. Then it didn't come out for anything I could play it on, so I ignored it basically.
Oh, all the marketing they did for it back when it was an Xbox exclusive was terrible. Yeah, it was all dude bro BS.
So I don't really have an interest.
But after you watch me play it once, maybe I can convince you.
Convince me?
Yeah, there's a dash in
probably.
that. I didn't say convince, I said convince. I'm sure stuff like Isaac and Gungeon is on offer as well for some discount. Also, today's daily deal on
Yes.
Chrono is Jackbox Power Pack 5, which is the newest one.
Yes, Isaac.
We need to find time for that again as well, play some more Split the Room. Every pack has the one game you want to go back for. Split the Room, Monster Dating Game, Murder Party. Prior to that, Whiplash?
Probably.
We'll simultaneously stab them. Hey, yeah, get down from there. Well, what you were sniffing up there, all that's up there is some scenery I've painted and 2 Batman comics.
Delicious paint. Delicious paper.
Oh yeah, that's actually something I was looking into on Amazon for Black Friday. I was considering getting a 3D printer that's okay for printing like scenery. But they all come either not assembled or only partially assembled, and I don't trust myself with them without experience.
I see.
Because for instance,
I mean, if the instructions are easy, it shouldn't be too hard.
chat, they're all separate. I've just got them together right now, but that is 3D printer printed crates and pallets that I'm going to use for scenery for Batman games. Or 40k, it would fit that too. I got like a huge bag of them for like a tenner. That's just all various sizes of 3D printed.
Sounds like a good deal.
Yep, it was just from some seller on Amazon. And they must just be home printing them.
I mean, presumably. Sell them for more than the electricity and the materials cost.
Yep.
Bam, you're making a profit.
There's actually websites that sell files of like 3D scenery that you then use with your 3D printer. And some of it seems pretty good. I saw a couple of recommended sites, so I was looking through that as well. Assembling isn't so bad depending on which you buy. But it's also just like I'm not sure where I would set it up and it gets super hot and all that stuff. It makes, like if I had experience, if I had someone talk me through using it once, then it, like show me how to do something once and I'll do it. But with something that's pretty expensive, even if it's cheap for Black Friday, it's something I don't want to accidentally mess up.
Understandable.
But I think if it would have been on it, like it's already on slight discount, I can't imagine it's going to go down more even on Cyber Monday. I marked it to keep an eye on it.
No.
It's one I saw recommended on the Warhammer 40k subreddit. Because they were illegally printing Games Workshop miniatures, which is not what I would do with it. I'd use it for scenery. But there was some like, here's like half a dreadnought that you can use for scenery to look like it's destroyed. I was like, yeah, that looks okay for being scenery rather than an actual usable unit.
Yeah, and you wouldn't have to like buy a dreadnought and cut it in half.
Yeah, which is what people have done till now for that kind of thing.
I mean, I would be tempted to like 3D print those customization bits they sell like for $1 billion.
Are you admitting to wanting to break the law on my stream?
Yes. But I don't have a 3D printer and I don't play anymore, so yeah, not gonna happen.
Maybe that's your gateway drug though, getting a 3D printer.
I doubt it.
Right. Oh! Almost messed that up. Good job I have Mountain Master. I think. Maybe I don't, but in my mind I do.
Don't we all?
Yes, in a non-league sense. I hope I knocked you over. I was aiming for you, not him.
I didn't get knocked over because Cyber knocked me over? Yeah.
As long as one gun line's got you, because you interrupted me. Yes, talk of breaking the law in this wholesome Christian stream.
Yes. Very Christian.
Yep. Love that Buddha.
Mm-hmm.
Favorite Christian god. It's actually one of my favourite religious related jokes in South Park when they weren't allowed to show the Prophet Muhammad at all. It just cuts to Jesus talking to Buddha saying, Jesus, Buddha, don't do crack in front of kids or cocaine, and he's just, it cuts to him and he's just sniffing cocaine. It's like no one bats an eyelid because there's no terrorism associated with Buddhism.
Well, there is kinda.
Well, okay, well, in the context of they didn't threaten to murder the people who make South Park, whereas people did for the first episode they showed Muhammad. That's interesting. Before terrorist attacks started in the US, there was an episode where they just showed him and nothing happened. And then they did another episode where they did it unedited, but then their broadcaster got cold feet and edited it. And not only that, they edited out a speech Kyle makes at the end as well about not having the balls to offend and stand up to terrorism, etc.
Yeah, I remember hearing something about that.
Yep, and when they released that season on DVD, they did not include that episode. I have it though because it was available for download. It's the only illegally obtained episode of South Park I've ever gone. Because it's the only way to get it.
Makes sense.
Well, I don't think there's any way to get the uncut version of it, like without the bleeps on the speech at the end.
Yeah, I guess if they never released it any other way. Gotta get it the bleeps.
I think when it was first shown on US television, they just didn't show Mohammed. They did include the speech, but then after that, in syndication, they removed it. Ah, damn it. Missed. It's weird how religion works, because that's the same two-part episode where they also frequently insinuate things about Tom Cruise's sexuality and get away with that fine. Along with a bunch of other celebrities they've made fun of, because that was the whole theme of that two-part episode.
I mean, did they ever really go after Scientology though?
Yes, that's why Isaac Hayes left South Park.
Ah, yes, of course, the voice of Chef.
Yes, he left because Scientology told him to after they did the episode making fun of Scientology. He then released a press release, and in the audio commentary for that, like the episode where they kill Chef, they're like, yeah, we don't think Isaac wrote that, we think Scientology wrote that, and they released it for him. Like he was just at their beck and call.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh yeah, but up till that point, he'd done voices for Chef in episodes where they made fun of Christianity and Muslims and all sorts of other religions. It was okay until it was his religion. And then it was, no, you've gone too far. Yes, Chef was murdered by Scientology. They obviously had hurt feelings given how brutally they murdered him. But I suppose there is a slight difference, because normal religions are just kind of a cult. Scientology is a scam and a cult.
Yep, yep.
It is not a religion.
Then I guess most religions are scam cults.
I wouldn't say they're a scam. They have cultish mentalities. It's somewhere to go just to listen to someone saying things that make you feel better. There's nothing wrong with that.
I mean, I guess, yeah.
If they frequently audit you for thousands of dollars to tell you that your life's okay, then you're starting to get into the weird parts.
Or maybe if they demand a tithe.
Yeah, or that, yeah. Well, I guess most religions did that in the past, didn't they? Not anymore, though.
I think most of them still do.
No, it's charity... Well, not charity funded, you know what I mean. It's like freely funded by their parishioners. Like the bake sale thing I went to last week, that was to fund the local parish church. But it was all just like folk bought their own things and sold it to the public. And then all the profits went to the church instead. I think it was to replace a roof or something. I think you could just bill that to God, but apparently that's not how it works.
I mean, he loves you, God, he does, but spend the money to be himself.
It feels like you're quoting something, but I don't know what.
George Carlin?
Ah! Yeah, that sounds like something he would say.
Okay, there's his own land there. Nice.
Yep, that's why I was kind of just waiting. Apart from the shiny though, I
You
want
over
that.
here then.
Yes, very
Yes,
famously,
that's-
Scientology's creator, I almost said Elon Musk. What was his name? Hubbard? Someone?
I mean, Elon Musk has the cult of personality, so...
I guess. Yes, he did famously
He
say
could
if you want to
start
make a
one.
lot of money, the trick is to make a religion.
Also, I did read one of L. Ron Hubbard's books. before
Elron,
he,
that's
like,
what it was.
Like, from before he turned all crazy.
Mhm.
He wasn't a very good writer to begin with.
I didn't think so. It didn't strike me as being in it for the story.
I'd say he wasn't an Asimov.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he was a sci-fi writer who wanted to make a lot of money, so he made a religion around his sci-fi fan fiction.
Yes.
And
aliens being
only in
dropped
America
by, like,
could it actually
jumbo
work.
jets into volcanoes, and then the souls inhabited people.
Yes.
Yep.
Thetans, I believe, is the term.
Yes. I think that's it. I mean, it's about as crazy as any other creation myth, but it's especially kind of crazy.
It's more blatant and much more money focused because it's based in America. I was watching a live stream once where someone was recounting, I think the Scientology headquarters is in San Francisco somewhere?
Somewhere around
It got parodied in GTA 5. So wherever GTA 5 was a parody of. Which sounds about right for that kind of era. Anyway, they were recounting a story where people go up to the building and kind of have a look, and one of two things will either happen. You will either be preached at and encouraged to join, or you will be asked politely and then not so politely to leave. Because they don't want anybody snooping around their con. I put down Hunter's Oasis, but I got interrupted. And it takes the bar.
Rip. Ah.
Okay, yes, in the past it's worked in other countries, and they did the smart thing like Germany did of not allowing that to happen again. There's no bad thing in wanting to have faith and going to where you can find like-minded people. Just don't give them all your money. Then it's fine. Then you can just hang around with folk who believe what you believe. It's fine.
Yes.
It shouldn't cost you a membership fee or an audit. However long. And you should be prepared, if you worship a religion made up by a sci-fi writer, that people are going to make fun of you now and then, because it's dumb. It's dumber than your average religion. Because not only do you have to accept that some kind of god exists, you then also have to accept that space travel exists, that aliens exist, that the concept of a soul exists, that the concept of a soul can be trapped inside volcanoes. You've got to believe in a lot more things than just a deity.
Yes, and that you also have to believe that the aliens nuked the volcanoes, I think.
Oh yeah, so you have to believe that they have nukes. That, there's no proof of any of this, obviously. So much lance. We have 1 lance and 2 gun lance. And then
Yep, that's a lot of poking sticks.
1 person who fires many poking sticks. But the Earth is flat, at least. Oh, we've gone off on flat earthers before. It's punching down. It's the same with Scientology. It's punching down when you make fun of idiots.
I like the Great Puddle or Great Ice Wall theory.
Oh, tell me about this though. I haven't heard of this.
I think that's just the Earth is flat, but it's a puddle on a giant ball of ice, which is round.
Oh, so we've like it's spread around it.
Mm-hmm. There's many flat Earths, like multiple.
That is fantastic. That is wonderful.
Yep.
That's adorable stupidity. They heard Bruce Lee saying "be like water" and took it too literally, and just assumed that our very planet did what Bruce Lee said.
Actually, I gotta check if that's a real thing or a parody.
It's really hard to tell when it comes to flat earther. Actually, something I heard recently about people who like to believe in ghosts and that kind of thing, I think kind of applies to flat earthers as well, in that a certain proportion of people believe in ghosts and believe in having experiences with ghosts because it makes them feel special. It makes them feel like they stand out, that something different has happened to them that hasn't happened to anybody else. And I feel like if you're either pretending or genuinely believe in something as stupid as the Earth being flat, you're doing it for similar reasons. It's because it makes you feel different and special and stand outish to the normal person. Oops. Wait, yeah, center box. But
I think it's a real thing, at least from like a quick search. That people believe this, maybe.
people will believe any crazy thing.
I have a wonderful picture for you if you want to see it.
Yes, please.
I can put it in Discord.
Yeah. The real shape of our planet, the great ice ball possibly hot. This has to be a parody image. This is this is too stupid.
I guess so, yeah.
Oh hey, I've got an urgent. It's also Togarawa. Except the real one this time, not just the first phase.
I think we lost someone.
Someone have to leave?
Yeah. Slash got disconnected.
Are you coming back in? You have a giant serpent type thing to defeat. Sure, that'll do. The flat earth thing is just... It's so annoying because it's not like religion and belief in a god, because they might be right. I don't think they are, but they might be. Whereas you don't have to die and hope there's an afterlife to know whether or not you're right about there being a god and a heaven or whatever you choose to believe.
I mean, in theory, you can go check if the Earth is round or not.
Yeah, just pay Virgin Media or whatever 10 grand and they'll send you into space. Actually, that's a television program or a Netflix special, let's say, waiting to happen. Some insane billionaire, millionaire, whatever, pays for a bunch of flat earthers to go up into the atmosphere to see Earth from space. Have them suffer from asthenia and see what happens.
And they don't bring them back, because it's better that way?
No, and then have them be converted because they've seen with their own eyes. Because it boils down to partially attention, like I was saying, but also just partially they refuse to believe anything they're told. I also want to check I said the right thing. Asthenia, is that the thing I mean? It's a word for an experience astronauts have when they see Earth for the first time. It's not it. Something similar. Asthenia? That's weakness. I don't know, maybe someone in chat knows? Maybe that is it. But I thought there's a specific word for when an astronaut sees Earth and kind of realizes how insignificant they are compared to the planet as a whole. And it's a moment of like questioning existence, and there's a term for it, and I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, I've been meaning to ask, are you gonna get Darksiders 3?
Probably not, because I haven't played any of the other ones. And I keep meaning to play the second one, but I have not got around to it. Oh yeah, trank bombs stop its death beam if you throw it at the right time. Meh. When do you use the anti-dragon bombs in this again? I don't remember the order.
I think when you can climb up on him.
Oh, yep. That's
put it on its back or something.
Skeptic? No, it's not skeptic. Euphoria? No, that would imply like it's a good feeling. It's a horrible feeling because you realise that your existence doesn't matter. Asthenia, I checked, is a type of fatigue, so maybe that's just a broader meaning of the word that they also use for something else in astronauts' cases.
Maybe. But I don't have to go to space to know that my existence doesn't mean anything.
Overview effect, according to Google. Okay. It's 2 words, but I'll take it. I think part of their training is also to try and cope with that as well. That's why, like, space flight being a normal thing would be exceptionally hard to do. Not just from a scientific point, but from just like a place in the universe type thing. Yeah, you would be inconsequential, yeah. And not even just you, but like all our petty differences. I think that's partially why Gene Roddenberry kept on wanting to push this idea of everyone coming together once space travel was a thing, because you realise that your differences on one planet don't matter.
Yeah, I doubt it.
No, that'll never happen for real. No, but I think that's what he was hoping. Mass Effect was a bit like that as well, like humanity had kind of come together in mutual xenophobia for the other alien races. And desire for power. So the problem with this fight is it takes a while, and we've got to do it multiple times. We're probably only going to have time to do it the once, assuming, or maybe twice.
Yeah, hopefully we can do it twice.
The dog stopped harassing me, so we might have time to do it twice without worrying about going over.
Oh yeah, we only have like 10 minutes left.
Yeah, somebody ran over because some stupid rock cave took 50 years to defeat.
It still didn't kill all the trainers.
I technically killed all, well no, I literally defeated all the ones in the cave, it's just the three outside of them. If I didn't have something that was good against rock types, that would have taken forever. Americans want space oil. We're all going to need space oil if there's some out there.
Yep.
Chat, how many of you believe in ghosts? And I'm not going to make fun of you because I could be wrong. And I believed in them when I was younger. Unironically. I'm curious. I feel like the younger you are, the more likely you are to say that you do. Is this when we can climb on him?
Not yet.
No.
I think climbing is second form. I mean, I haven't seen any ghosts, so...
But there's so many programs that purport to show you ghosts. And videos on YouTube, etc, etc.
I'm not gonna say those don't count, but those don't count.
No, I'm not talking about a soul, I'm talking about ghosts, as in you will see a physical apparition of someone who has died in ghost form. I'm not talking about anything related to religion or an afterlife or anything like that. Purely just the ghosts are real. So via Red Letter Media, I know about a YouTube channel that started up doing the whole like ghost hunting thing, going to spooky places and recording.
Yeah.
They forgot.
Find anything?
They forgot to edit out part of their video where he's walking through a spooky hallway. And then he sees a door open and he says, no, don't do it yet. You've got to wait until I say a certain word, then do it. And his friend pokes out behind the door being like, okay. And then he just does another take and then he pretends to get super shocked when he sees a door swing open. And they forgot to edit out part of it. It's wonderful.
Nice. That's amazing.
You've seen one. You see, no you haven't, but I'll respect your... I'll respect your desire to see one. You can see strange things, you can see things that you want to see, you can see things that your imagination creates, but wouldn't it be sad if that's what the afterlife was? Like you just wander around places as a ghost?
I mean, it won't be so bad.
Wouldn't it? Just wandering around pointlessly, occasionally scaring people with a camera?
I basically watch TV all day.
Also, why is the assumption more often than not that ghosts are for some reason malevolent? Like what?
envy the living for some reason. That's usually the explanation.
They envy the living, so they're going to be aggressive towards the living?
Yes.
I do want to hear more about this time where you say you saw a ghost. Juggernaut activate. Which skill is he using? The no getting knocked over one? Maybe? With a message like that. Oh no, we've got Ergen Face and Bracky. Ugh.
Two of the worst faces.
Yep, that'll do that, alright.
Which is why I ate for insurance.
Oh, right. That all counts as a hitbox. Ow.
I mean, you know how people are. If one of them like turned into a ghost, they would have wanted to be known by someone.
What do you mean you
someone
know
would
how
about
ghosts
the
are?
ghost. No, like normal people.
Oh, right.
They wouldn't be like quiet ghosts that scare one person. No, they would want to be on TV.
Ergen Face and can't see the other side. Normal, I think, so go to that side. Your childhood home was haunted. Your sister, mother, and uncle swear up and down. There was some shit going down in there. See, there wasn't though.
I mean, you asked for this story.
I know, but I'm expecting like more explanation than he said, she said type thing.
Probably just carbon monoxide poisoning.
I mean, that's one possibility, yeah.
That's it. Glamorous tail.
Yep.
On a stick.
I know Dozy wasn't the one who said, but I assumed there would be more than one person in chat who would claim to have seen the ghost.
I mean, after that intro, I doubt that.
You've got to be able to... Your story about seeing an actual apparition of someone who has died in spectral form has to stand up to more than me saying, I don't believe you. Lucy, you saw had a blue body. Were you playing Isaac? Because I'm trying to tell if this is...
always blue? Why are ghosts blue?
Ghostbusters popularized it, I think. Well, the only spooky
I
ghost
think
in that
now
was
we
blue.
can climb. Yeah,
Oh,
we can climb.
okay, I'm stuck in a
Climb
hundred.
in mine. Got some mucus. That's my mines.
Cowboy. No! I don't have time to mind that. Well, Slimer was green, yeah, and then the newer one they did the green thing, but I thought the librarian ghost in Ghostbusters was blue, and she was really the only spooky one in it. Maybe she was purple? I don't remember now.
Ghosts
he's
start out
preparing
as green
Death Beam.
and turn blue as they get older.
Really? Yeah, that's the thing, like, it's not, ghosts aren't real, so if you see something and you swear like you're not just making up a story, it's your mind showing you something you either want to see or are seeing because of some other reason. Yeah. The reasons I find far more satisfying to learn about than the stories themselves. Like to try and like reverse engineer.
Up to mine again.
No, damn it.
Can.
Try and reverse engineer why someone thinks they saw a ghost is more interesting to me than the story of seeing a ghost. I didn't change any of my default messages, so the default message was I am setting us up a bomb.
I'm setting up a bomb, yes. This guy fired his lasers.
You don't believe in ghosts, but you don't believe in poking the bear. But again, that brings us back to why is every ghost malevolent? Why can't there be good ghosts?
Maybe they're just bored and disgusted with people.
Psychological thing of fearing what's hidden in the shadows, because many years ago there was things like wolves and things to be scared of. Yes, it's leftover learned, no, not learned behavior. What's it called? The stuff where you learn stuff in your DNA. What's that term?
Adapted.
Yeah, that would do. It's like fight and flight. That isn't necessary anymore, but we still have that.
Where are my ghost dinosaurs?
Oh yeah, that's the other thing. How come there is only human ghosts? Why is there...
Yeah, instinct. Yeah, that's the one I was looking for.
Instinct, yeah. Ultra instinct. Yeah, why is there no, like, pet ghosts? Why is there no dinosaur ghosts? Why is it that serial killers seem to have the power to be ghosts more so than, like, normal people who have died? I do like where are my dinosaur ghosts, or where are my ghost dinosaurs rather.
That's pretty great, yeah.
That only took 10
for a second.
minutes. Yeah, we can do one more. It died quicker than I was expecting. I was expecting 15 minutes, 20 maybe. One more hunt.
I'm gonna use my insurance.
That's a good idea.
Yep, that's a good quote.
Put it in Discord so I see it.
It's in Discord.
Thank you. Who posted? Is this you? No. Wait, you're a cat?
Yeah, I'm a cat.
Why are you a cat?
I was a cat last time as well.
Wait, you were?
Yeah.
Christ, I never noticed. I was so busy arguing with chat about seeing ghosts.
It's not like piercing cat is his Achilles heel or something.
Oh, right. I see. It's a net listing thing.
No, it's something I found out when I was playing Generations because I wanted to level my cats, and I just thought I'll fight this guy. Then I found out, hey, wait a second, he's dying really fast to this.
I guess that explains the kill time, then. It just ignores his armor-plated parts.
Yeah, basically.
Didn't even use any of this stuff other than the bomb last time, but whatever. Already done. Don't call me master. I'll send a ghost to spook you.
Nice. Are you a ghost master?
Yes.
Or are you just a master of ghost Pokemon?
Probably the farmer. Ew, I got blued. Although my armor looks badass when I'm blued. Because the pumpkin face does not change colour. So I've just got a spooky... No, I got hit by a second blast and that automatically bones you because it knocks you over.
Guess you're boned. Blue.
Nani?
Good mess for this. No, do not fight the ghost dinosaurs.
They're your friends.
They're already dead.
They are already dead, so yeah.
You can't win against something that's already dead. What are you gonna do? Make it more dead?
Yeah, that's the thing. If all the ghosts that are around are kind of evil, malevolent ones, why haven't they killed us all? Because we can't stop them.
I mean, they could just kill us and we turn into ghosts and kill them back. And turn them into ghosts. It's an endless recursion of ghosts.
Also, what if there's a ghost that was an atheist in life? Would he be able to get exorcised by a priest that he has no belief in? Or is that kind of like a... How does that work? I need to know the rules for these ghosts that are totally real. I'm sorry, chat, if I'm making fun of anybody who like truly believes this stuff. It's just supernatural stuff I have literally no belief in. I'm willing to believe that somewhere out there is some intelligent life because I feel like it's arrogant to assume that we're the only intelligent people in the entire universe. But when you start talking about like supernatural stuff, that's... I can't find any logical ground to believe in that.
Do you believe in Bigfoot?
No. That, much like the Loch Ness Monster, are tourist traps. Born out of people's desire to tell a story. There's nothing wrong with telling stories. You've chained 106 Jigglypuffs and you're 100% done with this plane of existence. Why were you doing this?
Probably hunting for shinies.
You don't need to capture them to be trying for shinies, though. You can just leave the area.
The higher your chain, the higher your chance for shinies.
Who would travel across the universe, stick things in people's butts? No, you see, the alien encounters people say they've had, I also do not believe. They are on par with saying you've seen a ghost. I don't think we've had any contact with aliens. I'm just saying that somewhere in the infinitesimal existence of the universe, there's probably a species that's as intelligent as us, or maybe more. We're never going to meet them.
Yeah, we're gonna be dead before we meet anyone else.
Yes, but I think they're out there.
Dead.
Anyone who says they've been probed or abducted or the aliens are here, no, it's again, it's attention-seeking storytelling.
That has been drinking too much moonshine.
That's insulting to moonshine.
So yeah, it's hip to drink moonshine now, right?
I don't know. Wait, all the probing I've had means it wasn't aliens? Personally, no.
Might want to talk to your uncle.
Especially if you drink moonshine. Almost done. Sweet. You barely believe there's intelligent life on this planet, let alone space. That's also a fair stance. Like, the only other life out there might be, like, plants and things. That's also possible. When I say I believe in the possibility of aliens, I'm not meaning, like, spaceships and shit.
Hey, I mean, dolphins are fairly intelligent.
Yeah, we should probably just give the planet to them, see how they do for a little while. Although, no, that Simpsons episode implies they're just going to murder us all, so we probably shouldn't do that.
Might make us get into the sea.
Yeah.
I'm not that great of a swimmer, so I wouldn't like that.
No, that just means you'd be awesome at drowning.
Finally, something I'm good at.
And then we could all just come back as ghosts and defeat the dolphins then. Chat, remind me to bring up the subject of ghosts when we're playing a game where more people have stuck around, because I feel like I could really get a rise out of some people by being indignant about the existence of ghosts.
I doubt it.
Oh, challenge accepted.
Okay.
Who do we know that's on the younger side? Phoenix is young. He probably believes in some crazy stuff.
Are you sure?
I'm sure that he's young. I'm not sure that he believes in crazy
Might be an old
stuff.
soul.
I guess the hanger in my chat would have to be, moderately. What's the other horn? I know there's a Ryzik one, because that's the one I'm dealing with. Or
There was one up.
No.
Also, time to mine.
No! Every time I'm stuck in an animation, it takes a while.
Got a gem.
How many of them do I need for the armor?
A lot of them, but they're fairly common, I think.
Don't put that bomb down yet, I'm not done!
Boom!
I think I got my mining done.
It's probably gonna fall over again, so get a second chance. Also, I didn't notice how glowy the skeleton in the background is.
Would have been hard to see on 3DS. Wonder if that's like spores or something.
Maybe.
Because it shouldn't be on the bone, it should be on like the mushrooms in the cave, yeah.
Might just be giant octopus semen.
Oh, many death beams of hurtiness. Will we kill him before he gets to fire off his main laser this time, I wonder? We don't seem to be killing them quite as fast.
Yeah, I think we're doing fine.
Yeah.
That's a laser. That's a double laser. Yeah, I got Dragon Blighter.
Loaded. Oh, that's...
another fallover, yeah.
Where is the bomb? Did I not lift? There it is, anti-dragon. No, you don't understand. Thanks. Boom, headshot. I actually expected that to kill him.
Nope. Not yet. Dark blue. Can't be boned.
Where? Oh, there it is. Oh, we actually made it to the light change.
Fire.
I knew we were killing him slower.
Maybe it's I think we got distracted by ghosts, so that's why doing him slower.
I think talking about ghosts is what made us kill faster because we weren't paying attention.
Why would we kill faster? What?
Because it's like when I play Isaac, I do better at Isaac when I'm talking about random crap.
You always talk about random crap though?
No, sometimes I have nothing to talk about, I talk about the run instead. You're trying for a perfect IV Jigglypuff. I think I've seen what your problem is, but I don't think you'd agree.
Personally, I settle for great stats instead of like perfect ones.
Hey!
And it's dead.
I'm not getting the cutscene.
Shoot the roof.
Either because I accidentally fast forwarded it or because I was on the gun.
Probably because you were on the gun. And I only need to kill 28 more.
I've seen them all of madness, I know what lies in the abyss. So I want to go to Google and just type in Argos Real. I want to know what the top result is. You know how Google automatically answers questions? I'm curious what their auto answers. Argos Real.
I mean, the result is going to be adjusted for you, so...
Argos Real. Evidence has not materialized. Haha. Live Science from 2017. Argos Real. Scientists claim to have just discovered the truth in question marks from the express.co.uk. Yeah, right.
Yep, that's some nice clickbait.
Yep. Although it does seem like that's just scientists giving rational explanation as to why people think they've seen ghosts.
How real are ghosts, aliens, and spirits?
Real ghost caught on camera. Actual footage. Uh-huh. It's a YouTube video.
Nice.
I think watching those kind of ghost hunting programs as a guilty pleasure is fine. point in
I
laughing
like
at
the
them.
sewer gators.
Yeah. Spirits as in the drinks? Yeah, allegedly they exist.
Yeah.
Are you cursing Jigglypuffs in Klingon?
No, that's Cthulhu.
I'm gonna keep on choosing to believe it's Klingon.
For the extra nerdiness factor.
Yes, I'm also gonna take a quick look at what's in the next tier just before we stop. There is no next tier. Must be another special we have to do to get G rank.
Yes.
I see.
Yes, there is.
Well, that'll have to wait
How
for.
many tickets is she gonna give me? Jeez.
I got 2. Anyway, for people watching after the fact, I hope you enjoyed, and ta-ta for now.